Are you the proud owner of a cat? A tiny, furry roommate who pays rent in purrs and occasional dead-of-night zoomies? Then you've likely asked yourself the age-old question, why, oh why, does this adorable creature occasionally try to chew on my hand? Welcome, friends, to the great mystery of the cat bite. Cats biting humans is one of the most common, yet misunderstood behaviors in pet ownership. While it may seem aggressive or unprovoked, most cat bites have an underlying reason rooted in communication, instinct, or emotion. To your cat, you are a large, clumsy, warm tree that occasionally dispenses food and chin scratches. Unlike dogs, who have the decency to learn words like sit and stay, cats often use their mouths as their primary tools for exploration, play, and expressing some very firm boundaries. Understanding the why behind the bite is the first step to building a healthy, trusting, and less painful relationship with your feline companion. Now, one of the primary, and perhaps most common, reasons cats bite is simple: play. Deep within the fluffy heart of every domestic cat, from the laziest Persian to the most skittish tabby, beats the heart of a tiny, ferocious hunter. Their ancestors were stone-cold predators, and even centuries of comfortable naps on sunlit pillows haven't erased that. When a cat bites your wiggling fingers, it isn't an act of malice. It's a simulated pounce on prey. They are engaging in the same behavior they use to take down a mouse or a particularly feisty feather. Kittens learn bite inhibition through rough and tumble play with their siblings, which teaches them how much pressure is too much. If they were separated too early, or never learned, they might see your hand as just another sibling to practice their Mortal Kombat moves on. This is why it's so vital to provide appropriate outlets, like interactive toys. And to discourage hand biting, redirect that killer instinct toward a feather wand, not your flesh and bone. Next on our list of why my cat bit me is a phenomenon I like to call petting-induced overstimulation. It's a true paradox. Your cat is purring, rubbing against you, seemingly in a state of utter bliss. You think, this is it, we're bonding. And then, out of nowhere, chomp. What happened? Well, cats have a surprisingly low threshold for physical contact. When that limit is reached, they may respond with a quick nip to signal, quite clearly enough. Think of it as a pet-o-meter. As you pet them, the needle climbs from content to enjoying, past tolerating, and suddenly tips into a flashing red danger zone. There are subtle warning signs if you know what to look for: a tail that starts flicking or violently thrashing, ears that flatten against their head, or skin that twitches. Recognizing these cues can prevent a bite and helps you respect your cat's personal space. It's not personal, it's just their battery for social interaction running out. Of course, biting can also be a straightforward defensive reaction. Cats may bite when they feel threatened, anxious, or are in physical pain. That sudden, loud noise from the kitchen? To you, it's a drop pan. To your cat, it's the sound of an impending apocalypse. And they might lash out at whatever is closest. Unfamiliar people, strange smells, or the horrifying roar of the vacuum cleaner can all trigger fear bites. Additionally, a cat experiencing an illness or a hidden injury may bite when touched in a sensitive area. If your normally placid cat suddenly bites when you pick them up, it might be their only way of screaming, "Hey, my back hurts." It is crucial to observe your cat's behavior in context and avoid forcing interactions if they show signs of discomfort. A quick trip to the vet can rule out any medical causes behind a sudden change in biting behavior. Finally, and most importantly, biting is a form of communication for cats. It's a core part of their language. Unlike us, cats can't just say, "Pardon me, but could you please stop touching me now? I'd like to be alone." They rely on a complex system of body language and physical signals. A bite can communicate a whole dictionary of phrases: "I want to be left alone," or "I'm feeling playful," or "You are irritating me." By learning to interpret these signals, cat owners can respond appropriately, creating a safer, more harmonious environment for everyone. Think of yourself as a cryptographer, cracking the feline code. Respecting your cat's communication, even when it's delivered via tiny, sharp teeth, is what ultimately strengthens your bond, builds trust, and reduces the likelihood that you'll need to buy bandages in bulk ever again.